Now for the Black Materia, there's where it gets a bit confusing. The last appearance we've seen of the Black Materia was that it was in the possession of Sephiroth before he cut the tendrils of making, Aerith and Cloud fall. It was legit on his hand. And then the last scene, the Bronco scene, it was back in Cloud's hand. How did he get it back? Did Sephiroth secretly give it back? Was it the white Materia become the Black Materia? The whole scene of Sephiroth telling Cloud to give the Black Materia to him was all a facade that maybe Sephiroth made just to mess with his mind more. So when it does happen eventually in Northern Crater or in Northern Cave, when we eventually see the real Sephiroth, in Cloud's mind it probably feels like muscle memory. It felt like it feels natural for him to give the Black Materia as it happened before. I feel like that's all going to play a specific role in the next game with Cloud's mental psyche. It looked like an omen that Sephiroth was forming in Cloud's mind, as Sephiroth needs Cloud to give the Black Materia to him at the right time, as the templation is too early and he needs Cloud to give it to his physical real body in another cave. I also found it very weird that Aerith took it and then she was easily swayed to give it to Cloud. Like, why would you trust this crazy Cloud who's laughing and say your name in a creepy way?
Aerith!
This might be true because Aerith puts it behind her back. We don't know what she did with it. Could be a switcheroo, could have tainted it, she could have easily messed with it because she's a Cetra or partly Cetra, so she could, maybe modify that Materia and then give it to Cloud. Because it doesn't make sense why she just randomly got easily persuaded to give it to Cloud. I'm guessing she can see Sephiroth persuade him to give it. Why would Aerith voluntarily give it to Cloud? It doesn't make any sense. It looked like a very Doctor Strange moment where, Doctor Strange gives the time stone to Thanos, and that's the one timeline in which they win. It looked very reminiscing of that. Maybe Aerith just gave it the Black Materia as that's what happens in the canon story and that's the only way to stop the meteor. Like, again, that analogy with the Doctor Strange moment, it's like it's needed to save the planet. Also with the Black Materia, what doesn't make sense? If Cloud does have it in that Bronco scene, why doesn't any of the party member even question it? Like, none of them are saying anything regarding Black Materia, so that's gonna be so intriguing that those dialogues in the next game when they talk about Black Materia as Cloud has it with him, it's gonna be very intriguing to see that. I don't know if it's appearance purposes, but the Black Materia, the orb, is so big. If you look, there's a smaller one inside. I think this may link to the clear Materia that we've seen later on, because if the size of the clear Materia is literally the same size as the sphere in the Black Materia. I will be making another video on the theories of the white Materia or the colorless Materia. There must be some strong connection with that and the Black Materia.
Just as worlds unite, so too do they part.
Just as worlds unite, so too do they part. But who's to say they can't unite again?
やれやれだぜ。